It is Wednesday. This video is going to be very different. I finally got our internet service back on Sunday, which was what,
No, you got it back Monday.
Monday, sorry, Monday.
The 30th.
30th, yes.
3 days after the storm.
So, as you all know, this area got smacked with a hurricane, especially further west than us.
Up in the mountains, Smokies.
So, I had no clue how bad it really was. I got a little bit of cell service, and I seen a couple of videos, and basically right then and there, we came up with the plan that, look, everything stops. We got to get supplies to these people. So what we're basically doing, we've been working on the past few days, and working with a lot of other companies, I think we're set for 28,000 pounds of water. We're taking the 12-ton, we're taking the flatbed, we're taking a trailer, and we're taking a box truck. We've got our local people donating all sorts of stuff. One of our shops is gathering up supplies. If you want to call it competition, he's a good buddy of ours. He runs another towing company in the area. He's contributing big time. It's not all about the money.
We're taking fuel, both diesel and unleaded. We're taking chainsaw mix. Chainsaws for us.
And we got a couple donated.
Yeah.
So we're
food, water.
So we're basically going to go up that way. Our water order won't be ready till Friday noonish. So we're going to get that loaded on these trucks, and we're going to head out to the mountains and try to give these people some relief. A lot of people have been donating stuff, and it's all been going to the bigger cities out that way. One of the guys we're working with found a small county that is suffering. Like, they're bad, and it's like, guys, hold on. We're getting everything in line to get out there and help you. We actually suffered a pretty big setback today, which was rendered, and we'll get to that in a second.
Thanks, FEMA.
But a local bottling company was giving pallets of water away. And FEMA came in and said, load everything you got. We were slotted for 14 pallets of it, and FEMA took it all, which, cool. It's going to where it's needed, and that's fine. We had another place, I want to say 20 miles or so south of us, that
in Charlotte, yeah,
graciously offered 14 pallets to us. And it's like, man, that is awesome. We're going to get that to these people. But our plan is that we're going to leave Friday. As soon as we get these pallets of water secured to the trailers, trucks, whatever, we're out of here. We're basically heading up to Ashe County. We'll take some video up there, how bad it is, and we'll show you what we're dealing with. Ashe County, you guys don't know, it is, was it like 50, 60 miles east of Asheville-ish?
Yeah, it's about halfway between us and Asheville on the north side.
So, let's say they got
about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where we are right now.
Yeah, and apparently the sheriff put out, of that county, put out a thing like, hey, we need help. So, we're going to try to help out where we can. I know out towards the bigger city of Asheville, I know a lot of people have headed out there, construction companies from this area and everything, which, good on you guys. That's awesome. Like I said, this is going to be way different than our normal goofiness, because I can only pray to God that something like this were to happen to us here, that someone would send help. So we're not going to sit idly by and just do nothing. Can't do that. That's not right. So I know some people from out of state have come up to help, which is really awesome. I know they appreciate it. We do too.
Cajun Navy's up there. Yep. That's a big thanks. We had people from Florida came up, and Cletus. Anybody knows who Cletus McFarland, Garrett Mitchell, Freedom Factory?
Yep.
His craziness. He came up in his personal helicopter and flew for 3 days, flying stuff in and out. I'm sure y'all have seen his videos. If you're watching us, you know who he is. But him and Greg Biffle flying stuff like crazy in and out of the mountains.
And that's absolutely amazing. And
on their own dime.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
jet fuel ain't cheap.
No, it's not. So we're gonna kind of cut it here for the day, because I gotta pick up a trailer here in about an hour to go behind the big truck. Biggest issue, the big truck cannot haul a gooseneck. We don't have an attachment for it, or even a fifth wheel.
Not yet.
I can do a pintle hitch, 1 7/8", 2 inch, or 2 5/16 ball, no big deal.
Whereas my truck, my personal, I can do gooseneck, fifth wheel, pretty much anything but pintle hook. But my wife needs that truck. She needs a vehicle while I'm gone. Yeah.
So we're gonna put that behind the big 12-ton, and like I said, while we're up there, we'll bring saws and food and everything we can, try to help these people out. But that's gonna be the gist of this one. After we get through this, we'll see if we can get back to the normal stuff. But these people need help.
Yeah,
We're gonna do it.
If I don't know, I'm sure y'all have been seeing it. You basically cannot get from Tennessee to North Carolina right now on I-40 or I-26. Probably 26 they're thinking might be open around March of 25, but 40 will not be open probably until this time next year. So
there's miles of road that have literally just fallen
yeah, they're
off.
going to have to. There's going to be a lot of building going on just to get I-40 back to a safe, let alone back to what it was.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. And like I said, I had no idea. I know they got hit pretty good, but I had no earthly idea how bad it really was. And like I said, when I got a little bit of signal and watched a couple videos, like, nah,
No.
this not cool. We got to start organizing things. And I think we've done pretty good so far for 4 days. I think 3 days.
Yeah.
Sorry, call just dropped in.
Sorry, while we're so rudely interrupted. Now we're doing this all by donations from people, friends, family. The only big company donation you could say is for the water. It's a company out of Charlotte that's hooking us up, and once we have permission, we'll name them. Until now, it's just somebody out of Charlotte.
You know who you are, and we so appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's not all. I mean, yes, we do run a towing and fab business. Money's a big thing, but at this point, money doesn't matter. You can always make more of it when you sit and look at it. People that have been displaced and lost their homes.
Yeah.
I don't mind not making a couple $100 or whatever. It is what it is. But by the time this video posts, we'll already have been up and back because there's no signal up there and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's our game plan for this week, or weekend, I should say, because it's Wednesday now. We leave out.
Right now it's Wednesday. We're going to spend the next 2 days getting things together.
Because in all honesty, like the box truck that we were basically given for this trip, we got to load it all by hand, and there's only 3 of us. The other guy's not here. Matter of fact, the Jeep problems video, that Jeep came from his shop.
Yep.
So he's not here right now. He's off doing his thing at his place.
He's running his shop at the moment and doing a lot of telephone and logistics work for us that he excels at.
He's good at it for sure. But like I said, this is definitely gonna be a weird, totally outside the norm of our normal goofiness. And yeah, we're goofy at times, and we do dumb stuff. But this is kind of serious. I'm mostly talking to you.
You resemble that.
I kind of do. But this is
put a hole in the brake clean.
yes. Like Ray doesn't like my fix on the can of brake clean. Whatever. This is a more serious thing to where we're hoping that we can make an impact up there. And
A simple shift in the wind, and it could have been us that lost everything as opposed to them. It's that simple.
Now, from where we're at now, there is a lake with, well, I call it a lake. It's actually a river chain, but it's got 528 miles, I believe, of coastline, and it's all around us. So there's a dam up on I-40-ish area. Actually, I think it's a little north of I-40, but anyway, if that had burst, or something to that effect, because it's a river chain, so all the water coming down from the mountains eventually cycles down. If that had let go, we could easily been underwater. I mean, substantially.
Where you're at.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, I mean you're 50 feet above water level right now.
Yeah, and probably 150 yards from the lake.
Yeah,
My neighbor's property touches the lake.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could have easily been flooded out, and that would, of course, that inconvenience him because I'd be here then permanently.
He can sleep with the dog in the backyard. He likes it.
I love it. That's why they call it a pup tent. Because the pup occupies a tent, you got to sleep outside the little fucker. Anyway.
Don't get such a big dog.
Look who's talking.
At least mine's got a brain.
Can we prove it?
Uh-huh. anyhow, so yeah, more updates as they come.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys updated, and like I said, by the time this posts, it'll be, we'll already be back, kind of thing. We did record a video for last week. Once again, no service, no nothing. Couldn't post it.
It'll get out eventually.
We may post this one first and go from there. I don't know what we're going to do yet. This is all up in the air. We've been scrambling the past couple of days to get our ducks in a row. So
Hey, there goes one now.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, well, more to come.
Yep. Sure. If we look wore out, it's because we are. Today's Sunday. Got back from Western North Carolina yesterday. It was an experience, for sure.
Some areas are worse than others. Not all are as bad as they make it sound. But some are worse than it sounds.
We went as far northwest as we could with supplies before the road was basically impassable by the trucks we had. after our first drop off, flatbed still weighed 14,000 pounds. There's no way we could get that truck through some of the windy roads that have already started to deteriorate. Safely anyway. We had a 30,000 pound box truck behind us too.
Yeah.
But we definitely got supplies up there to some towns that needed them. We saw a lot of people heading up there with supplies.
A lot of people, a lot of supplies.
And from many different states as well.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome, man. We appreciate that.
We
I
saw
know they do too.
We saw Florence, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Maryland, Louisiana, Delaware, Massachusetts.
A buddy of mine actually came down from Mass to bring pet supply or horse supplies and pet supplies. So you know who you are, man. Appreciate it.
Betts Towing out of Newark, Delaware. You guys rock.
Sent 3 trucks.
Sent 3 medium-duty flatbeds down here. That loaded, made us look like lightweights by comparison. But you guys,
More to the point, we are exhausted. What was it?
We've been up till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning the last 3 nights, getting up at 4, 5 o'clock the last 3 mornings, and just going flat out. Flat out.
Yep. So we're a little on the tired side.
Yeah, we got home, got unloaded this morning.
But we were just moving.
We didn't really have time to stop and record and photo. We took pictures when we remembered.
Pretty much. And another thing too, you gotta keep in mind, some of them roads are real skinny up there, and they're real windy and they lean and whatnot. We were focused on driving and coming down up and down those mountains alive, literally.
221 between Warrensville and Linville. Holy crap.
That was an experience, for sure.
Yeah. 25 mile an hour, that steering wheel never stopped, saw on one side to the other.
Literally, it's dip and duck the whole way.
It was
beautiful country though, that's for sure.
Beautiful country from what we saw. There's still a lot of beautiful country up there, a lot of good people. The fire chief at Fleetwood Volunteer Fire Department on 421.
Good man.
Hats off to you, sir.
Good man.
The folks up at the old Lowe's Food there in West Jefferson, hats off to you folk as well. You're all up there volunteering and doing it for the church. Good on you.
The guys in Warrenville, their volunteer crew, good bunch of guys. I said we made 2 trips to Linville. One was to the fire department, but unfortunately they
had no power and they were inundated.
They were at full capacity.
Not to mention they were repairing roads on either repairing the road on either side of that particular volunteer fire department, so they really couldn't do much. They did, it was interesting.
So we had to go down the road about 5 miles, 3 miles.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 miles away to
a depot there,
to a warehouse depot where the National Guard was. Captain Pate with the Asheville National Guard.
Definitely.
Yeah, all your soldiers. Yeah.
We pulled in with
I salute you, gentlemen and ladies.
We pulled in with a 26-foot box. Started shoving. Most of our stuff was palletized. Most of it, the stuff that wasn't, they just kept grabbing it off the truck and piling it and stacking it, palletizing and getting it ready to go out to people that needed it.
Yeah.
So
they're doing a lot of good. Yeah. The Cajun Navy, hey, y'all got a stronger gut than I do. I couldn't handle that. There's no way I could do it.
You couldn't handle a deer. Okay, we're going into story time on this one. Real quick, off subject, we're out doing some hunty stuff. We're actually trying to track down a massive black bear. This was many years ago.
There's a few, They've been terrorizing and killing livestock and just going nuts. We're just trying to track him down and drive him out.
So we go out there hunting for him, and a former acquaintance of ours decided to shoot, a deer. It's like, we decided, we'll take some venison, and the rule of the land was 1 a year. Okay, no problem. Anyone's ever been hunting, when you look through the scope, that deer looks to be 400 pounds.
And then you get up on it and it's 150.
Yep. So that's what happened.
He killed the smallest doe on the mountain.
I swear. But anyway, we weren't going to waste it. Let's get a field dressed. So I'm up in the tree stand.
Watching for Yogi.
Him and the other guy are down the bottom, and the only thing we had was a freaking bayonet.
We all forgot to bring a knife for skinning and gutting a deer. I was the only one that had a sharp knife. Granted, it was it was an old M7 bayonet.
So I'm watching out for you to get a smell of that blood will attract the predators. I'm watching out for the wildlife. I look down as they try to stab into this thing, cut it, and he went right into the stomach with this thing, and all the green stuff come out. He turned three shades of green.
I have a gag reflex that I can't even change a baby diaper without yakking.
Oh god, that was horrible. So he stabs right in the stomach. There's green stuff everywhere. He's about to blow chunks himself, and I am laughing so hard I about fell out of the deer stand. I'm 20 feet up with a rifle in my hand, this is about to be bad. So what it turned out to is I had to somehow get down this stupid deer stand.
While laughing his freaking fool head off.
It's like, all right, you see anything move, just let us know, will you? We had to continue doing the field dressing thing with green deer insides everywhere. It's like, this is going to be great.
Yeah, we're now fetching buckets of water to flush it before the stomach contents ruined what meat it got on.
Yeah. You didn't say we don't let him skin no more. At least with a bayonet. Fun times. So anyway, that's over. But more to the point, we're done for the week. We basically started this idea on Monday. And we've been flat out ever since trying to get everything organized. And all the people that donated to us to take stuff up there from our local area.
Thank you.
Very huge thank you to that.
Yeah, it's currently, just to give you an idea, it's October 6th, a week and 2 days after the hurricane absolutely destroyed
That part of the
Asheville area.
I don't know if we'll be going back up there anytime soon. There's not much we can do. We brought the wreckers and everything, the intention of helping to clear roads, because that wrecker up there has got twin 15,000-pound winches on it.
Yeah,
Trust me, it'll move a tree.
We had chainsaws. We have everything we thought of that we would need to help, and
Didn't start a single saw when we went up there, but then again,
a lot of people have been up there for the last week doing exactly that, and there was a lot of evidence of cutting and clearing roads. You could see that.
yep.
We couldn't organize quick and as fast as they could. That's just sorry, guys.
But anyway, we rambled for a while. No action, so to speak, in this. We're going to sign off. We'll be back soon.
Eventually.
Alright, so it's Monday again.
Yeah.
I liked it, so we put rings on it. So, we're going to put the pistons, rods, all that fun stuff in the engine today, hopefully. Barring any more sort of goofiness, this should go hopefully smoothish.
Couldn't go much worse at this point.
It's been a rough week.
A rough week and weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Y'all already know about that.
Yep. So, we already got the pistons on the rods. We're going to double check, make sure they're all the right direction.
We got someone.
Yeah, we got some. So, they've already ringed. Ray's already staggered them. 180 out and all that fun stuff. We just checked our cap clearance.
Our bearing to crank clearance, we're right on the money with where we need to be.
2.5 thou. It typically, the rule of thumb that I've been reading on is 1 thou per inch of journal. That's 2.5 inch, 2.5 thou. We're right on the money. So I like it. So on another note, this morning Ray went to
Broke another f***ing truck.
This is getting old.
It really is.
Not bad though. So the flatbed, he went to go pick up a 54
Chevy station wagon. Beautiful car.
I'll throw a picture up here in a minute. Probably Ghost Scream too. So he went to pick that up this morning. Went to set the parking brake on the truck and broke the damn
Nice
cable.
30-degree angle down, pointed right at the frickin' lake.
We couldn't laugh, we'd cry at this point, but yeah.
He's not that far from crying.
We'll get it fixed tomorrow. We got another one on the way. It's coming from Boston, which that's kind of where I'm from.
Assholes.
I know. If we known this earlier, we could have had Figgy bring one down.
No shit.
Hey, while you're up there. But anyway, so we got that coming in tomorrow. We'll plop it in the truck. It doesn't take long. It's just annoying that we have to do it. It is what it is. I've never put a parking brake cable on that truck myself. I've had her 15 years, so
It's a 35-year-old truck.
whatever. It
I'm
happens.
finding all the weak spots.
Trust me, around 30 you start breaking down. Truck or human, doesn't matter. Believe you me.
35.
Well, then again, I've turned to a ping pong ball between cars so many times, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so we're going to get piston thing put in anything. So what we're doing for every one of these, okay? Rod and piston. Yep, that's correct. So every single one of these, put a little bit of oil in the wrist pin, put a little on the piston on each side, and a little in the rod journal, just so when on initial fire up, it has some oil in it. Some people use assembly lube. I've never been a fan of the stuff, so we just use oil.
Assembly lube's great if you're going to build the motor and it's going to sit on a shelf for 6 months, a year, as it stays. Oil will drip away. We're not going to be that long before this is in the truck. Like I said, it's not going to be that long. I want my truck back.
Well, don't blow it up next time. So, another fun note, you know, Dodge a dude over here, I'm a Ford guy over here. Can I borrow that? I need it to something. We always give each other a ration about the Ford and Dodge thing, okay?
Which one's 5 more in?
It's right there. So with that being said, I could not resist this morning. The poor Ram Charger needs a front output bearing
On the T case.
on the transfer case. $60 fix, no big deal. He's got Durango out there that we're pretty confident that the computer died in it. It's doing this. It's doing the same thing my Dakota did. Granted, it's a 5.9, I got a 4.7. But it's very, very similar symptoms. His coil
Similar harness.
Oh yeah, I mean, in your coil was gone. I think I had like 4 cracks
That
in it.
thing was split down the side like the San Andreas.
I owed that.
For those of you in California, Yucca Valley, 1995,
Yep. So,
93.
and to add insult to injury, we're up in the mountains delivering supplies. His wife calls and says, "Hey,
Your diesel's in limp mode."
the 2500 diesel's in limp mode, which we do use that truck to move fifth wheels around.
That truck's done a lot.
It's done a lot of work.
Almost 200,000,
Yep.
and all but maybe 30,000 of that has had a 5,000 or a 7,500 pound plush trailer behind it.
It's worked. It's worked. So, but maybe in the Ford guy, I couldn't resist because, well, that there be my blue oval. So I decided.
Daly's a Dodge.
Yeah, my Daly's a little Dakota that's parked behind this one. However, I couldn't resist running my mouth yesterday of figures. You get 3 Dodges in your driveway, they're all broken down. The only reliable thing sitting here is the Ford. And of course, he breaks the Ford this morning. So we just checked, because it looked a little weird when he was rotating it, is how far the piston protrudes past the deck. Now the heads on these things are flat. There's no combustion chamber. Okay? If it protrudes too much, the piston's going to smack the head, and that's a problem. Compressed thickness of the head gaskets that we're going to use is about 70 thou. I want to make sure we were within spec on that. Typically piston smack heads, it makes all sorts of things go bad. It's a bad. It's expensive now. But it looks like we got about 25,000. Again, this engine, these IDI diesels run almost 22 to 1 compression, so yeah, that's a lot of squeeze. But those 4 are in, crank turns, does what it's supposed to, no rough spots, and by the time you put all 8 pistons in, it's actually a pretty good struggle to turn it. It's not broken in yet. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do the other 4 now, hopefully. That's all 8 of them in. Giving her a quick rotate. Feel good?
Go for it, yeah. Pretty consistent. Everything's very consistent.
That's what we're after. So I don't know, what's our next step? Coffee? I think it's coffee.
Whiskey.
With
Irish coffee.
Ooh. Hi laddie. Sounds like a great idea.
It does.
So,
Like a banner idea.
yeah. So we're gonna have a coffee about this, because we need one.
Caffeine, whatever it is.
Yeah. And we'll contemplate our next step. I don't know if we're gonna move any further forward on this and start anything else right now. Huh?
Not today, anyway.
Yeah. What is it? We tired. I think we're gonna kind of call it for the day. What do you think?
Probably.
And just goof off a little bit, throw a bag back on this, and be done.
Yep.
So,
Coming back on it.
I guess we'll be back tomorrow. Actually, no, we're not done. We gotta pull the parking brake cable out of the flatbed right quick. That's 10 minutes. I'm not gonna bore you with that. So, we'll be back tomorrow. It's Friday. End of the week. See a truck running in the background. Ray's heading out to grab a call right quick. The only thing we're working on today, it's kind of a lazy day, is Ray's high lift here. We're making mounts to throw it on the front bumper of Jesse, is the Ram Charger. Didn't make any progress on the motor. And that's because we're waiting for our machinist to get back from medical leave. He has something wrong with his hip or whatever, having trouble walking. No problem, I get it. We'll wait for him to get back to do he needs valve guides. Wait for him to get back to do that. If we want it done right, I don't mind waiting on him. Last video we threw, portion of it we threw up was Monday. This week has been kind of goofy, like every other week. I had to get a bunch of needles stuck in my spine yesterday. Day before, I didn't get home till like 1 in the morning. I was out doing medium duty stuff. Ray was out towing as well. Yeah, so it's been kind of a week. Little Durango here, got the computer in it today. That fired up and works like it's supposed to finally. I'm making progress. Trying to get there. But yeah, between towing and all that other stuff, we just haven't been had a chance to really be here and do anything. I haven't been here all week. So, like I said, we're digging. I don't know. Next week we'll probably get. Me and Ray were just talking. We're probably going to start doing some work on Jesse, the Ram Charger. I think we're going to pull the front bumper off her. Is what we're talking about doing. Where'd you go? I'm going to turn this thing around. Yeah. So we're probably going to pull the front bumper off the old girl. We got a few things to fix up. We're going to mount some lights, I think he said, down over here somewhere. Because we have D-rings right there. And we're going to get this front end cleaned up a bit. Because that's kind of our next step in the process. I'll go ahead and get some of this painted up. Looking good. Ray's got a massive sentimental attachment to this truck. I totally get it. So we kind of discussed it and agreed along, a few months ago, like, hey, let's start making steps to get this thing where we want it. You know, paint and body wise, you not necessarily gray. It's 2 different colors, whatever. Mechanically, the thing's a beast. So don't tell him, but it's because the Ford guy worked on it. But mechanically, it's a beast. As it does need a transfer case, bearing and seal. No big deal. It happens. So yeah, that's about where we're at. We got a wedding to do tomorrow. A good buddy of ours getting married. Yeah, and that's about it. Hopefully next week we'll have some interestingness going on. We'll see. I don't know. I'll be stuck on the damn 12 ton all week again. I don't know. I do know I won't be getting any shots in my spine next week, so that's a good thing. That's a weird experience. Not very painful, but just weird. I've had pain in my back and leg for 15 years, and with one shot, it all went away. I was freaked out. But anyway, so we are. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm trying to gather all my stuff to get ready to head to the house. But
we will go from there. Yeah, like I said, next week we'll try to get some fab work done, and I know we're not gonna get much done on the engine. We might clean up some stupid parts, like pulleys and stuff like that. Put water pump on, stuff like that. Oil pan, just small stuff, or oil pump, oil pan, that kind of thing, just to make a little bit of progress. So yep, that's where we're at. So till next week, guys, take it easy. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Don't forget it. We'll see you next week.